It's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Butler. Curry is out there with Moody. And it's Green. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Post. Butler passes to Moody. Rebounded by Jackson. Morant left side. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. To the right side. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Good on the bucket.
Understanding where he needs to be. Curry way out ahead that time.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Now, here's Moody. Outside for Curry. Grizzlies with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Payne finds Jackson. Morant with the screen on Curry. Here's Payne. And he drops it in from the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Post. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Curry following the score by Memphis. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Curry deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Curry's got 7 points.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Morant with it. Now Green defending. And Memphis with another turnover here. And the sharpshooter Mike Miller watching his former team, the Grizzlies, here in Memphis.
And if his presence inspires them, you wouldn't know it from the scoreboard. But make no mistake, one of the great players in their franchise history.
Now here's Butler. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Post. Like at 6. Curry against Jackson. Off target from 3-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Stolen by Jackson. To the paint. Back to Bain. Butler with the steal. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Can they get it? And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now here's Curry. He has 7. Pass to Post. Good on the three-point shot. Post has got 5 points so far.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Substitution on the court.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 9. And will return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. They've got Moody. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest. Oh, wow. Okay, jaw turning, hit loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. The kick outside to Butler. All alone. And he hits the jump shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here we go. It's Butler. And Butler running the floor. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Here's Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson, that's good.
With a versatile offensive skill set, Jackson has shown the ability to do damage in the mid-range.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Shots good by Green. Green's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Kennard, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A nice shot by Moody. Kennard with the ball. Clark sets a screen for Kennard. Picked off in midair. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
Butler on the break. You can't give him any room to run, or you might get your feelings hurt.
And another turnover here by Memphis. Warriors leading by 15. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Wide open. And good that time. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Kennard kicks to Clark, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here's Kennard. From about 19 feet. Here's Clark. Pass to Pippen. The tray. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Curry against Pippen. Now here's Curry, guarded closely. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Curry's got 18 points.
Sometimes there's just no stopping Curry. He's just too skilled.
Now Kennard unloads. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Curry against Pippen. Here's Curry. Shoots over Pippen. Can't hit from the elbow.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Morant. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 6.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pajemski with it. The three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one's on Morant. The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And he nails the third. And here are the Grizzlies now. Now, here's Kennard. Lots of room. And yes, it's good. Kennard's got 6. And here is Payton. Pass to Pajemski. Picked him clean. Pippen down low. Covered by Heel. To the wing right side. Kennard against Payton. Just 4 to shoot. The second chance effort. And Kennard lays it in. Good. Kennard's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Now Kennard. He's got 8. Warriors with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Wells comes with the double team. Outside Kuminga. Pajemski on the wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
It's Pippen with the drive. Count the basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Warriors leading by 19 points. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Fires top of the key. That one falls. And the Warriors lead by 21. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Jackson. Morant against Payton. Here's Heaney. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Here's Morant. He has 6. The baseline jumper goes down. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
There's the lob to the hoop. Payne with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. It's stolen by Kuminga. Payne against Payton. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Driving in. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The speed and athleticism of Morant is a tough combination to guard, which is why he gets fouled.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors leading by 17. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Right wing. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This
second team. At the line for the Grizzlies.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
the wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Morant. They swipe it. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Grizzlies trail by 17, setting the floor for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Moody, and it's Curry. And it's Post in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Curry can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. And Morant throws it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 23. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Curry. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Bain. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Butler on the move. And slam dunk by Butler.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Pass to Post. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry is inside. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Here's the floater. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Green. And now it's up to 25 points for Stephen Curry. Up top, Morant. Defended by Butler. Clark outside. Out to Morant. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
The Grizzlies call timeout.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Morant surveying the D. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Some solid defense from Butler. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 6 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 17. Warriors with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Curry fires from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
3 points.
Curry's got 30 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Golden State.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Bain with it. Five on the clock. No good there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with
No NBA games aren't played on paper, but if they were, this game wouldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, BA, but we're not doing it. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Edey, that's good.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Harden drives in, blocked, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey. Jackson against Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Jackson. Right at the free throw line. Leonard can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Knocked away and stolen by Jackson. Morant against Harden. Outside Morant. Soft touch off the glass.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Morant. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And it's in there. Morant's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Leave it to Morant to shock the defense like this. I mean, just putting it on a string.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. Harden, the pass to Zubac. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Morant against Powell, and it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. 3-pointer, Harden on target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Morant, and there's the drive. It's hauled in by the Clippers. In transition, here come the Clippers. The 3 is up. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 3. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. And stolen by Jackson. And he's going for the lob. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And Harden with the slam.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Pass to Edey. It's rebounded by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. And here's Leonard. Yet to see a basket. Outside Harden. Zubats with a screen on Jackson. 4 on the clock. And that's good. Harden for 3. And this game is tied up now.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Harden misses. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Pass to Morant. Here's Bane. Back to Morant. Bane with a screen on Powell. Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
And he drops the first. And Morant drops them both. Now Harden. Jones with a screen on Morant. Three-pointer, Harden. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edie out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The drive by Jackson.
The big man moves. Jackson Jr. with the nice conversion off the drive.
Harden against Morant. From behind the arc. And that one's good. Harden for 3. Harden's got 11.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Derek Jones with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Morant surveying the floor. Morant fights through contact inside.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. So it's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Memphis. Three-pointer, Harden. Kept alive. Zubats. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Zubats does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Jackson, the pass to Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Harden. He's got 11. Zubats with a screen on Morant. Harden from outside. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Memphis leading. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Morant, no good.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
On the wing, Jones, pounded by Morant. Pass to Harden. Now Powell. Shot clock at 5. Zubac with a screen on Bane. And Los Angeles, another 3. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable. If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
They set a pick, and here's Morant outside, and Morant laces the triple.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Zubac with a screen on Morant. Harden from outside. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 5 rebounds in the game. Harden against Morant. Morant with the close range bucket.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Harden against Morant. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Harden surveying the D. Off target from 3-point range. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. It's Jackson, high post. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The Clippers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Out to Leonard. Launches a 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands, and Kawhi finishes that possession.
Pass to Huff. Back to Kennard. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Amir Coffey. And it's Batum in at the power forward. Pass to Eubanks. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Batum. Eubanks in the high post. The kick out to Simmons. Another shot. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis ball.
And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Memphis trailing here. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Huff. 3-pointer. Here's Clark. Here's Pippen. And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pippen, pass to Huff. To the wing on the left. Second chance shot.
And you like the workmanlike approach from Batum on defense, just making effort and having some great coverage area.
They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Pass to Huff. Launches it. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Wells. Takes a three. He drops it from range.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Right side Simmons. Coffee can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pippen, pass to Kennard. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Clippers trail by 5. Left side Simmons. Pass to Eubanks. Three-pointer. Huff pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
13 foul.
Down low. Kicks it out to Kennard. And that one is hammered home.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Connects from downtown.
Pretty smooth screen and roll there. Got to be up on Bogdanovich.
Grizzlies lead by 4. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He's gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Here's Pippen. Simmons defending. Pass to Huff. Kennard outside. 4 on the clock. Over Bogdanovich. Kennard can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Pass to Coffee. Simmons looking around. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Here's Pippen. Simmons defending. Here's Huff from behind the arc. That shot missing. And here are the Clippers now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And he gets it to go. And it's a three-point Los Angeles lead.
Batum 6'8", but really sneaky with those long arms. Can go inside and score.
Here's Huff going inside. It's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside Simmons. Picked by Bogdanovich. Simmons, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Oh, he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter.
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play. They're trying to see if...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Shows from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Moran and Bain. Jaren Jackson out there with G.G. Jackson, and it's Edey in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off target with the 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. 2-point game. Harden with it. He's picked up by Bain. Jones, the pass to Zubac. Outside for Harden. Screen by Leonard. Harden finds Leonard. And stolen by Jackson. For the finish. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, good hands from Jaren Jackson Jr., showing why he's considered an incredible defender.
Harden against Bain. Harden misses. Grizzlies lead by 4. Right side Moran. Out to the right wing. Here's Edey. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. On the wing, Harden. Leonard with a screen on Bain. Harden from outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Batum's checked in for Los Angeles. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Batum with a screen on Moran. Harden from outside. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Moran. Drives to the hoop. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Outside Harden. And timeout called by Ty Lue. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Screen by Leonard. Clock at 6. Batum finds Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And Morant clears the board. Memphis leading by 7. A minute 50 left in the 4th. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Bain. Now here's Moran. Shot clock at 5. There's the block.
And sometimes shooters forget how long Batum is. He uses it so well to reject shots.
Moran against Harden. Leonard with a screen on Moran. To the inside. Pass to Jones. Yes! And it's Leonard with the assist that time.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Jones against Moran. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Jones. A minute 9 left in the final quarter. Memphis leading by 4. Morant with it. And there's the screen. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Harden against Morant. Outside Harden. Leonard with a screen on Morant. Leonard outside. This one for 3. Oh, he nails it! And that one brings him within 1.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bane, the pass to Morant. Pass to Edie. Plenty of space. And it's in.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Leonard with a screen on Morant. Harden fires away from outside. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant.
basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the small forward position.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Curry's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now, Coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thank you, David. And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And the confidence from Butler on display. Doesn't hesitate for a second and just sinks that shot with ease.
Basket good. James Harden's got 5 now.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's Harden. 5 points in the game. Takes it inside. Curry with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A 3 from Leonard. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
Outside Curry. Pass to post. Powell with the steal. Harden surveying the D or the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's Harden. An easy 2 points on the layup. He has 7.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Now here's Curry. Launches it. It's deflected. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
How about that vertical from Norman Powell off the deck? Give him a window to drive it and finish. Yes, sir.
Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Moody hits them both. Clippers leading by 6. Harden outside. Powell into the lane. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
Here's Curry. And he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
From deep, Harden. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, Kawhi helping to set the tone with that kind of energy, creating second chances. Nicely done.
Green with a screen for Curry. Driving inside. That one drops for him. Curry's got 6.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Harden sets the pick for Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 8.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Powell against Curry. Pass to post. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Harden with the screen on Green. Here's Leonard. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Kawhi Leonard decides to flash that explosive athleticism. This guy works so hard on both his body and his craft.
Moody with it. Here's the screen. 5 to shoot. Pass to post. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Leonard. Here he goes. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
Outside Butler. Pass to post. Back to Butler. Curry setting the pick for Butler. It's over Powell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And, George, what's amazing to me, if you look at Kawhi Leonard's production year to year, there's no drop-off.
There's certainly consistency to what Kawhi Leonard does. When he entered the league, he was a defensive force from the outset. And then he built methodically his offensive game. Free throws, post-game, and now range shooting. He is a complete basketball player.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. No problem knocking that one down. Harden's got 9 points. Warriors trail by 6. Curry passes to Moody. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Moody. Pass to Curry. From the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Powell. Harden outside, beyond the arc, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Now, the mechanics of James Harden's shooting are just so defined and on point. He gets the ball, and he's ready to shoot right away.
Curry outside. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
Here we go. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Now Moody. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers basketball.
Clippers leading by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
They set the pick. Curry passes to Moody. Here's Curry. He's got 9. And the rejection by Zubats.
How about Zubats? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
First team foul.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kicks it out to Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Butler with the steal. Jumps up. And it's Green with the jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Shakes him. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problem fighting his way to the win in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Gary Payton II is out there with Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Heel. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Payton. Simmons with the defensive effort. Clippers leading by 6. Outside, Batum. Oh, the lob for Simmons. It's stolen by Heel. And here we go. Fast break. Kuminga's got it. And he makes that one.
And not just a score. Hill is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Bogdanovich against Payton. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And the Clippers lead by 6. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Pass to Eubanks. Simmons on the wing. The Clippers again turning it over.
Golden State basketball.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Batum against Kuminga. And there's the drive. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Ben Simmons, what a triple drive. How about the handle? Woo!
Here's Kuminga. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge.
First team foul. Shooting for LA.
Some of the more difficult
Simmons.
calls to make.
One shot.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, Ben Simmons has the basketball on a string. How about that move, folks? Look out.
Payton against Bogdanovich. Payton right side from outside the arc. Podziemski's shot is good.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Here's Eubanks. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Eubanks got his first 3 points of the game. Podziemski with it. Simmons is there. The shot's good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Simmons. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line for the Clippers, Ben Simmons. At the line for 1. For NBA rules, the play
Detail
is
what
under
constituted
video review.
the original
There will be
personal
2
foul.
minutes to review
Getting a
the
different
play.
angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Simmons. Drives to the hoop. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Clippers leading by 8. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
2 shots.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Simmons. No good on that one.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Jackson Davis. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Clippers
The
foul.
Warriors shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
Second personal foul. Team scores.
First free throw is good.
Trace Jackson Davis taking 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Simmons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Coffee passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Here's Pajemski. Guarded by Simmons. Healed outside. Six to shoot. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Ben Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Batum. And it's Coffee in at the 3 spot. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead cut down to 6 in the bucket from Curry. Harden outside, and it falls over the rim and in.
It matters not where James Harden finds himself on the floor. He is a legit threat to put the ball in the basket.
The kick outside to Butler. Green against Leonard. Green with a screen on Jones. The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Leonard finding the lane, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard able to navigate his way to the cup off the bounce. Yes, sir.
Over to the wing. Powell against Curry. There's a screen. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The 3 from Harden gets the 3-pointer to fall. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And they get it. And Post gets it to go.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Los Angeles leading by 11. And here's Harden for 3. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Now, the defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
Harden against Butler.
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Stolen by Harden. Jones with Butler covering. That's slammed in by Jones.
Who runs the baseline and finishes with an absolute circus move at the bucket.
Crazy, crazy finish. Curry fires from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Leonard kicks to Harden. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Warriors trail by 13. On the wing, Green. Fires from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Leonard. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Zubac, that's good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Jones looking for an opening, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Moses Moody, first personal foul, second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Clippers, Derek Jones Jr.
He hits the second from the line. And here are the Warriors now. They trail by 16. Curry with it. Zubac defending. Harden outside. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Hands it from downtown. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. So the Clippers winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Butler. Pass to post. 6 to shoot. Now here's Moody, hounded by Morant. Moody misses.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's the pick. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Now here's Curry. Shakes him. And he lays it in.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Morant. With some arc. And it's good on the lay-in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Moody from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Jackson down low. Moody defends. On the wing, Bane. Morant against Butler. And it's Morant missing.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Bane against Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Knocks down the long J.
And for his position, Green has impressive vision with the ball, helping him find the wide open man.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. BA?
And Allie, thanks. Memphis leading. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. Green. Shots blocked. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. And the basket by Bane.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Curry against Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Here's Green. Jackson knocks it away.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Warriors on D. Trailing by 4. Pass to Edey. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Warriors basketball.
The Warriors have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Back to Green. Pass to post. 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, the rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Bane. He's got 5. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside Moody. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Green. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Desmond Bane.
They're showing he can hit from all spots on the floor. Green had the defense all over him that time.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Morant. Butler with a steal. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Morant against Butler. Outside Bane. Got a piece of it. Jackson, the pass to Bane. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Curry against Bane. Pass to Morant. Ja slices through, and then Morant with the dunk.
And that's Morant for you, not settling. When he sees the opening, he goes for it.
Moody with it. He's picked up by Bane. Outside Moody, and there's a pick. Banked it in off the glass. Moody's got his second basket on the night.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Bane against Curry. Bane surveying the D. Count it. Good. Bane's got 11.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Right side Moody. Pass to Butler. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. From deep, Morant. The Warriors pull it in.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Curry gets the bucket.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
And here's Morant outside. Nails it from three. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
Outside Morant. Morant elevates at the rim.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Curry, and the layup falls. Curry's got 14 points.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Up top, Morant. 13 points in the game. And the dunk by Jackson.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Grizzlies foul. PD. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
.20 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Back to Moody. Pass to Green. Shoots. And it's blocked.
24-second shot clock violation. Memphis basketball.
Here's Morant on the take. And then Morant with the dunk.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Gary Payton II is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Kuminga in at the 4-man position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Here's Jackson-Davis. And that one is stuffed right through.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Golden State has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Payton against Kennard.
Grizzlies foul. Rose. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jackson Davis with it. Outside Pajemski. Clock at 4. Fires it. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pippen, pass to Clark. Here's Pippen for the lead. Rebounded by Hield.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Kuminga. Jackson Davis with it. The free ball. Knocks it down from distance. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Clark with the screen. And he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's Wells. Still no points. Pass to Huff. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
That one no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Kuminga. Jackson Davis powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pass to Huff. There's a screen. And here's Clark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Off with the layup. Outside Pajemski. Clark against Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. From the arc. Outside Kuminga. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Payton. Hield up top. Defended by Kennard. And the basket by Hield.
You watch Hield. You marvel at his jumper. It's as pure as anyone in this league.
Kennard against Payton. And it's good for 2. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
There's a screen by Kuminga. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Now here's Pajemski, guarded closely. Jackson Davis. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. Green with a screen on Morant. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. Green able to hit from 3.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
Now here's Morant. From deep, the 3-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And an intentional foul right there.
Moses Moody, second personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the wing, right side. His first shot attempt. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 3. Up top, Curry. Pass to Green. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Payne with a screen on Butler. Here's Morant. Here's Edey. Timeout, Grizzlies. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Golden State. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Post, defended by Jackson. Curry with it. From deep. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Payne with it. Green picks him up. Here's Edey. The 3. The shot comes out.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Morant against Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Morant against Butler. Right side Morant. The layup misses, and they get it back. Jackson outside. Outside Payne. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 7. And that's an intentional foul.
Ja Morant, second personal foul. First team foul.
Minute 32 left to play in the 4th.
And it's almost like Curry's motor never stops running. This is what forces defenders to overcommit.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
A deep three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got rebound number 11. Curry against Bain. Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot to snap the cold streak. And again, it's Memphis missing. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both good from the line that time. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now Morant. Pass to Bain. Six on the shot clock. Morant with a screen on Curry. Throws it up high. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Golden State basketball.
Five-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They set the screen. Butler passes to Curry. Drains the triple.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan.
But everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Edie out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden looking it over. Drops in the tray.
Big three-point shot from James Harden. Look, this man locks in, and that is his shot.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
With it, he's picked up by Morant. Harden against Morant. Harden right side. 6 on the shot clock. And Leonard has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Harden against Morant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Harden against Morant. Lets it go from deep. Here's Zubats. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
And Morant throws it down.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
The 3 from Harden. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here's Jackson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebounding.
Eubanks, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Morant against Harden. 1:11 left in the first quarter. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jones, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
Foul Clippers.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Now here's Leonard. Still yet to score. In the corner, Harden. Pass to Eubanks. Fires the three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morant scanning the floor. There's the drive. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Harden against Morant. Here's Eubanks. Kicks it out to Harden. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jones. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Harden. In the corner, Eubanks with it. Buries it from 3-point range. Eubanks got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. After earning the #2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Leonard. Hasn't made one yet. Bain with the steal. There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Morant against Harden. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Morant kicks to Wells. To the middle. Harden against Jackson. Harden the pass to Leonard. Clock at 4. Back to Harden. And Bain pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Harden against Morant. Harden outside. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Leonard looking around. On the wing. The shot is good off the backboard. Leonard's got 4 this quarter. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And here's Leonard. After the 3-pointer from Desmond Bain.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Bell's wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 13. Outside Leonard. Harden with a screen on Morant. And here's Leonard from three. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Morant against Powell. And a wide open look for Payne. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Back to Harden. From past the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 9.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
Morant against Powell. And it's Norman Powell with the foul.
Norman Powell.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
26 seconds left in the first half. Morant kicks to Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Jones.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Bane looking around. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Memphis. Enjoying. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Pippen. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5. Down low. Here's Batum. Pass to Eubanks. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Huff. Memphis leading by 12. Pippen outside. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Simmons inside the line. And the shot goes down. Simmons got the first basket of the third quarter for Los Angeles.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
Pippen against Bogdanovich. Out left to the wing. Here's Aldama. Misses the 3. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Outside for Pippen. Kennard on the wing. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Batum, good.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
Memphis leading by 5. High post, Pippen. Bogdanovich on him. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Pippen. Kennard against Batum. Baseline J on the way. Yep, that one goes in there. Kennard's got his first points of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pippen against Simmons. And they double up Simmons from downtown. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 4 on the bucket from Eubanks.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Stephens good.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Stolen by Pippen. Aldama with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, number 40.
Pippen with it. He has yet to score. Makes it off the glass. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Almost unchallenged by the D. All he's got to do is convert an easy finish in the lane.
And they double up Simmons. Whoops, they pick off the pass. In the corner, Kennard with it. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Batum wide open. He fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Batum's got 5 points now this quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And here's Pippen.
LA foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Here is Harden. And so it's Memphis. They lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
First team foul.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Morant, he's checked in for Pippen. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Zubac.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Morant against Jones. Pass to Edey. All sorts of time. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game. Harden against Morant. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Now here's Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Morant. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
That first step of Ja, he's one of the few guys that's not only quick, but fast. And this man is lightning fast.
Harden outside. Zubac kicks to Harden. A 3-ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the top. Wow, that's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Jones against Morant. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Zubac.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Harden against Morant. Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. To the inside. Here's Edey. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Zubac. Free throw good. Edey. Clippers trail by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Harden outside. The 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Yep, that one goes.
You don't expect this from Jackson Jr. He catches him by surprise by passing it.
Zubac, a screen on Morant. Harden, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Memphis.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Leonard with a screen on Morant. And the basket by Harden. Now Morant. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
And Bane launches it from deep. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win. Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Alden.
This is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Green. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody. Then there's Butler. And it's Post in at the center position. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Curry passes to Green. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Draymond Green with only one thing on his mind when he gets that close, and that's collecting 2 points.
Now here's Harden. Moody defends. Powell's shot is off.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Curry. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, Curry not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. 4-point game. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries. The confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Now here's Curry. The three, and the three-pointer goes. Curry's got 5 now.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Harden with it. Moody defends. Screen by Leonard. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
But once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Curry against Powell. Pass to Post. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside Jones. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And it's Green missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Outside Harden. Inside, Zubats misses the layup. The Warriors lead by 3. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Powell. No points yet. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. And he can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Sends it home from three-point land. Harden's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry looking it over. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Moody from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Jones finds Harden. Pass to Zubac. Hauled in by Curry. Outside Butler. Out to the right wing. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Harden, following the score by Golden State. Here he goes, out to Leonard. Launches a 3. Leonard beyond the line.
Oh, Kawhi so consistent with his approach. Affects every phase of every minute that he plays.
Moody from outside. Knocks down the triple. Moody's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Moody on the wing. Curry, a screen on Harden. The kick out, Curry, just 5 on the clock. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Harden from outside. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. LA basketball.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Zubac. Outside Harden. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Green. Wow, Green attacking the rim.
Draymond Green taking it out on the rim that time.
Powell finds Zubats. Back to Powell. Green against Harden. And there's the drive. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Harden.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody.
Remains LA basketball.
It's stolen by Green. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. And the fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
Green for 3. Jones grabs the board. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Lets it go from deep. Second shot opportunity beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Zubats passes to Powell. Outside Jones. And another shot. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Moses Moody. First personal foul. First team foul.
52 seconds left in the first half of this one.
Nice effort from Draymond. Great position there to contest.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry with it. He's got 11. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Clock at 6. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best 3-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And here's Curry for 3. Curry splashes it in.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got 19 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, Allie's ready to go. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Gary Payton the second. Buddy Hield is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Pajemski in a point guard. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things you have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Bogdanovich with a screen on Payton. Batum against Payton. Here's Bogdanovich. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Hield.
Staying aggressive, stay on the attack. That's how Bogdanovich is going to earn these whistles.
And so Bogdanovich nails them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside Kuminga. Oh, misses the dunk. The Clippers in the lead. Oh, swiped away. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pulls up for 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. The Clippers shooting it at 52%. Here's Simmons. He takes it in. Misses in close. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Kuminga. The 3 is up. The rebound by Eubanks. It's a close game here in L.A. Now here's Bogdanovich. Back to Coffey. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I think a lot of teams worry about Bogdanovich. Obviously that 3-point ability, but now he's making plays.
Right side, Kuminga. Outside Hield. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovich. There's a screen. Back to Simmons. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And Brent, you've always seen the flashes, but now it seems the game is slowed down for Kuminga.
Well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
Batum outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
.156 left in the third quarter. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Good on the shot. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Outside Pajemski. 3-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Trace Jackson-Davis.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Clippers trail. Outside Bogdanovich. And it's Gary Payton the second with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Bogdanovich does those things that go underappreciated on the stat sheet, but much appreciated by the coaching staff. Such a valuable player.
Outside Pajemski. 1:06 left in the third. Payton with a screen on Simmons. Outside Payton. 3 on the clock. No good on the triple. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Pass to Coffey. Back to Simmons. And then jammed it down. He goes right over Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh, my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Bogdanovich against Payton. Outside Kuminga. Hield, a screen on Batum. Kuminga, the pass to Hield. The steal. Here we go, all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Outside Pajemski. Oh, Simmons with the block.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons. Using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Los Angeles leading by 5. And coming up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then there's Amir Coffey. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Hield. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Buddy Hield, used to him shooting, that time soaring.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And some changes here for the Warriors. On the wing, Harden. Moody defends. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Harden scanning the floor. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
James Harden assists.
Pass to post. Back to Moody. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Outside Jones. Outside Harden. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Green. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Curry. And Curry with the take. Here's Post all alone. And he buries that one. Back rim it in.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
And it's Harden penetrating. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Warriors now. Pass to post. Butler against Leonard. On the attack, JB.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
Jones finds Harden.
2 minutes.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody.
Warriors.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Moses Moody. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Warriors. They trail by 6. Left side, Harden. From outside the arc. And it's Harden again missing. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
And then Harden with the jam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's post. Sinks it from distance.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Harden. To the middle. Up top Powell. He's covered by Curry. Powell sets a screen. Got a hand on it. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Butler surveying the floor. 51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So it'll be and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge and make them take another look at the call.
Shooting for Golden State. Jimmy Butler. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Outside Harden. And he drives in. And he sinks it.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Moody passes to Curry. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Zubac. And he commits the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Give yourself a round of applause.
And here's Butler outside. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit